Welcome to Bourbon and Badges, the podcast, live in Studio 77 from Gastonia, North Carolina, and Calabash, the voice of the uncommon people.
What's going on, fellas? How's everybody's day been?
Man, is that an intro or what? The sad thing about it, on the listening side, they miss that intro. They just get us or automatically start talking.
Yeah.
Well, they just get us, so that's a
They can
prize.
hear music now.
Yeah.
Got a music going on.
Yeah, we do. We do have our music playing in the background, so that still helps a little bit. Yeah, man, we are snow. It has snowed for a whole week up here.
Shootout Mountain's
Nothing's
got
like,
snow.
yeah, just flurries, just nothing but flurries.
We ain't seen shit in Gastonia. Nothing to speak of.
Yeah, we hadn't needed down here at the beach either.
You don't get much at the beach, though, do you?
Not very
Ever.
often. Although I
Yes.
did look it up the other day. The last time it snowed in Calabash was January of last year.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't, I'm sure it didn't mount to anything. That was before I moved here. Or
Yeah.
January 22. That's
22.
right
I'll
before
tell
I
you,
moved down here.
we're down there, and my youngest probably 5 years old, and it got a good snow. We had to leave because it's snowing and accumulating so quickly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like in February.
Wow.
Yeah, cool.
All right, man, another day,
Excellent.
another podcast. What are we drinking?
Yeah. Well, looks like...
Well, I am drinking.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm drinking Proper 12, Conor McGregor's Irish whiskey, and I'm actually got a hold of the apple, so I'll be talking about that and drinking that.
There's a proper 12 apple.
There is.
I didn't know that.
You like them little fruity drinks, don't you? You like the little, you like the, well, I say that drinking smoked maple a lot of times, but
If I got to buy a big bottle every time, and I want to put all the bottles, 'cause I don't go through them like you guys do.
what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
You guys,
yes,
fucking,
you
you
do.
guys,
Yes,
you guys
you
are fucking
do.
alkies. That's what I'm trying to say. You guys
Yes,
are fucking
you
alkies.
do.
We're professionals, man. This is a bourbon show. We're professionals.
Professional
drinking,
drinkers.
Hey, man, I
Little
tell you,
Horse Soldier. That's what I'm
I
Horse
am at
soldier.
the,
Nice. Nice.
oh yeah,
Small batch.
I'll tell a story, but
Small batch.
Small batch.
small
okay.
batch,
Got it.
Yep.
How
not the
about
big
you?
batch,
Not the
or the
big one,
medium
but the small
batch,
one. But the small one.
the small one.
Yeah.
What about you, Slow?
Yeah, I'm going falling back on the old Jimmy Red again whiskey. You know, born and bred
Jimmy
right here
Red.
on the mountain.
That's a cool name, Jimmy Red.
Yeah, Jimmy
Okay.
Red corn, and yeah, a sidebar of that is, yeah, what's in the bottle here? Once it's gone till next year. The guy that sells the Jimmy Red corn up here has only had 2 acres they done of the Jimmy Red corn. And it's gone, so we got to wait till next crop.
So that's
comes.
kind of a supply and demand type thing now.
Oh, that-
Yeah,
the
hopefully
supply
it'll be
goes
more
down, the demand goes up. Mhm.
yeah.
That is
Hopefully
a
he'll
very rare release. Very rare release.
yeah, hopefully he will
Or whiskey.
plant more acreage. So what about you, Rod Nader?
I decided to drink out of my vintage,
that.
the legend has retired glass I got when I retired in 2022.
Nice.
I am referred to as a legend.
Well, I always
yeah,
hear that about you.
Yeah,
legend in my own-
Is that from
Your own
IA or from?
Legend in my own fucking mind.
I'll tell you, when I retired, they had to lay off one of our IA guys. They had to
Oh,
put it back on the
God.
road.
It's funny. One of the guys who investigated me a few times rides motorcycles with me now. We laugh about it too. He says, "So were you right on all those things? We cleared you on." I'm like, "Hell yeah, brother! You're dead on, dude. I was straight as an arrow."
Oh, man.
I
Actually
just said,
was,
hey,
but-
I don't know if you cleared or not. What we having for lunch?
Yeah, exactly. I don't give a shit anymore.
It's close to
All right,
11
man.
o'clock lunchtime.
Woo, that's pretty good. You know how the flavored whiskey sometimes they don't have any kind of bite. They're usually just kind of, as you would say, like an aching tooth, hound dog,
A toothache in a bottle.
a toothache in a bottle. Yeah,
Yeah.
this has got a little bit of a bite to it, folks. This Proper 12 again, Proper 12 Irish whiskey from Conor McGregor, apple flavor. Not bad. It's got the apple
Yeah, I
flavor.
never knew they had apple.
But it has a bite. Yeah, he came out with apple now. It's 70 proof, not quite up where you are, Slow, with your 90, but 35 alcohol by volume, of course. It's a gluten-free whiskey. Hey, there you go. And
Well, supposedly
price
all whiskey is gluten free. Supposedly.
okay. And this is $26 a bottle, so very affordable and not bad. Not bad. So Proper 12 Irish whiskey apple. I'd say it's a daily drink. You could drink it every day if you wanted to. It's pretty no mixer
Pretty
needed,
mellow.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty mellow.
Well, it's
Women,
already comes
women would
flavored,
drink
so.
it too. Yeah, you ladies
So
out
now,
there.
is that still the is that still the green label, the black label that they carry on their normal bottle?
This one is the apple will have the green as like a green green Macintosh apples. Are they green? Which one's green? The apples.
Granny Smith's like good.
Granny Smith, like a Granny Smith. So it's going to be a green label, and the other one's black label, I believe. It's got black writing on it, the regular whiskey. But go ahead. Who wants to go next? Horse Soldier or Jimmy freaking Red? Who's the next?
Again, Jimmy Red is spot on again, man. It still has that kind of has that shine taste to it, though. Mm-hmm. Like from distilling, I don't know why, but maybe it's because some of the shine's been made through that particular still.
Hadn't been
That I'm imagining.
Yeah.
Of course, we really don't make moonshine up here.
Yeah, or it could be from the stuff you drank last night and you got all saucy, and now you still got leftovers on your palate.
I love leftovers.
Yep.
Yeah, folks, he got wasted last night. Just want to tell you that's an off-camera story.
And I tell you too, the thing about it is, I used to go eat and have leftovers on my chest. Now I go eat and have leftovers on my belly. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, on this Horse Soldier, man, it's 70% corn. It's yellow dent 2 corn. I don't know what that is, but it's the corn they use. 20% wheat. So it's right in my wheelhouse. 10% barley. It's the age, I don't know what the age is because it's undisclosed. And it's 95 proof. Right about here in North Carolina, I think it is $74 or something like that a bottle.
So you're saying your corn has hail damage? It's all dented up.
It has hail damage. Yes, it does.
It's
Yeah,
90.
that's funny.
down here.
What's the proof on it? 90
95
what?
proof.
Wow.
95.
Okay, a little bite to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
No. It's
Oh, no
very
bite.
smooth.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's good. I like it.
And I tell you that we're up here, at Ingalls, and one of the guys that lives up here, I never heard that referred to this way before, but this big old chick, big old wobbly chick comes through wearing, the type of women, she was wearing spandex. Mm-hmm. And, she had all these dimples in her butt, and that's the first thing he said. He says, dang, that woman's got hail damage.
Butt looked like a big old golf ball,
Yeah, there's reason. There's some people just shouldn't wear certain things,
I agree.
Yeah.
That's why I don't wear
I also
Speedos
heard-
and white beaters anymore. Just getting attractive.
Yeah.
Anymore.
I heard somebody refer to it too, like the spandex with the dimples and stuff, look like a sack of regatta cheese.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
No, I have
Regatta?
heard. Looks like she got hit in the ass with a bag of nickels. I've
That's
heard that
true.
one.
and depending upon who it is in the face too. But anyway, all right, moving on. What we're going to talk about today, let me just hit some of the highlights. California tried to screw around with carry concealed weapon people, and they got blocked. We will be talking about that a little bit and what they're trying to do all over the country, of course. Hound's got a big-time story breaking of a woman impregnated by a corpse, a frozen stiffy, so to speak. And yes, this is not fiction. This is nonfiction. This is happening.
Hey, if it's her dad, it'd be a popsicle.
That's a good one. It would be a popsicle, yeah. But she was really she is under arrest and she's being charged. Faces over 20 years in prison, I believe. We also have an update to our Bigfoot story. A while back, fellas, remember the girl who went camping and claimed that Bigfoot had his way with her, and that's why she came back pregnant.
Yeah, we
Husband's
got
in
to
full.
follow up on that.
Yeah, husband's in full support of her, and he is a hairy dude, so we might have to get a DNA sample. But we do have a picture. Am I right? Do we have a picture?
Oh, we don't talk
of the
about
baby?
it now. You give it all away.
No. We have a picture we'll show when we talk about it. Slow your roll, slow. Okay, slow
Not
down.
in the
I got
notes.
this.
Not in the notes.
It's called a teaser. Okay, so we got a picture of the little guy, and you determine is it or is it not Bigfoot's
The
baby?
Bigfoot. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
We also have an update on how AI's taken over. A robot AI has taken over an entire store in California. They're giving it a shot, so nothing but robots. I thought that's interesting. And then Hound Dog's got an update on Buffalo Trace.
Yep.
Is that about covered?
No, wait a
fellas?
minute. Yeah. Back up now. I'm misunderstanding now. You said that the robots have taken over. They just have robots in the store, or the robots gone rogue and taken over the store.
Robots taking over the store, and they may have gone rogue in the store. I don't know.
Oh, okay,
We
cool.
don't know.
All right.
Yeah, we don't know that yet. All right, California SB2 bill. Let me start us off with that, fellas. So California and Gavin Newsom, the idiot, obviously is always trying to ban guns and have gun-free zones and so forth and so forth. So he put forth a bill, California did, SB2, Sam Baker, the number 2, which expanded gun-free zones for licensed concealed carry permit holders. Again, gun-free zones for licensed carry concealed permit holders. But it was blocked again Saturday. This has been going back and forth like a tennis match. They implement the bill, then they get sued, it's upheld, then it gets reinstated, and then it gets blocked again. This is the 4th time. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because this is exactly what they're trying to do everywhere. This is the final. This would be the final nail in our coffin, in my opinion, if they could get control of guns and get them taken away from us or whatever. The more and more they can constrict us in gun control, the more power they can have over us and make us do things like they did during COVID. Okay.
Slow
What was
yard
that?
up there. You okay there? Shoot that
I'm
mouth?
slowly easing that into the conversation. Yeah.
Hey, what were you doing? Hit it.
You can't hear it there. Got it real low, easing it into it.
Easing it in there,
Man,
yeah.
I can't play that too long, man. It feels like I'm back in Gastonia.
Exactly
Yeah,
right. I feel
really.
like you're back on the job again,
Yeah.
driving through the hood. So anyway, the bill was blocked again, and the issue I have with it, and I'll get you guys' thoughts on this. Let me just ramble for a second. This is not a gun-free zone for every fucking idiot out there. This is keeping even carry concealed permit holders who have been given a license to carry, which means they have the training, they have the license, their background checks, everything was done. They're responsible, hopefully of course people can slip through, but responsible people carrying firearms. And what I would like to submit to you guys is those are the types of people you want to have guns wherever they go, because those are the responsible people, and the people who took enough time to get the gun, train with it, carry it, and they will help you in a situation where you would need it, much like a police officer would, hopefully, if given the opportunity. So when you're trying to have a gun-free zone, I understand you don't want guns for, well, let's put it this way. The last few mass shootings have been what? Not carry concealed permit holders. They've been a lot of transgender, a lot of these different folks, right?
Right.
The last few
Mentally
school
ill people.
shootings. Yeah, the one in Perry, Iowa just now was Perry, right? It was a transgender, it was a non-binary guy, LGBTQ non-binary guy, shot and killed a 6-year-old or a 6th grader, one of the two, was a 6 in there, and then killed himself at a school just recently in Iowa. Wasn't it Iowa, guys? We just mentioned it last
So that's above me. I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, it was Iowa. I'll look it up here in a second. But he just, that was the most recent one. They took down his Twitter account because, of course, it showed the LGBTQ flag and it showed him as non-binary. And they don't want you to see that people with that kind of mental issue are out there killing people. But we also had the girl that went into school, member, shot it up. We did a podcast on it, and the police officers went in, did a great job and laid her out. Yeah. So I understand gun-free
her
for
to
that.
hell.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, that's fine. You could tout that all day. I don't want people like that having weapons either. They have no business having them, and they shouldn't. But to have a gun-free, just a general gun-free zone, you're basically creating a zone where the people like that know there are no guns.
Oh, yeah. Victims.
And then
You're
have
creating a
easy
victim
targets.
zone.
They have no risk to themselves, and those are because they're cowards too.
Right.
And they want to do a lot of killing before they get caught and or kill themselves or whatever. So I thought I'd bring that up. California again at it again, but we're fighting back. People in California think it's all a liberal hellhole. It's not. There's a lot of people out there that's still fighting for their rights, and so I thought that was a good idea. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
I just think that, on these gun-free zones, it's just going to affect the law-abiding citizens. It's not going to affect the thugs, the pieces of crap that go in
You're
here and
exactly
actually
Yeah,
do the
they're
shooting.
already carrying illegally.
They break the law already.
Yeah,
They're going to break
they
the
already-
gun-free zone law.
So,
yeah.
So they're just trying to cripple the law-abiding
Yes.
citizens. And
It's on purpose.
The way I
Yeah.
feel about that is go ahead and carry anyway, because no one's ever going to know it unless you need it. And if you need it, who cares?
Oh, you're exactly right. I carry
Yeah.
everywhere.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
places technically I'm not supposed to. It's on my hip. I walk in. No one knows nothing. Everything's pleasant. I get whatever I get. I'm doing whatever I do when I leave. No one knows the difference. And if they do, I go, oh, I forgot. Here's my permit. Here's my retired ID. Whatever the hell I need to do. And that's the end of it. But I would carry everywhere. That's the other thing, too. And just to let you know, when I go out to dinner or something like that, I'm carrying, I'll have a glass of wine. I'm not going to not have a glass of wine at dinner because I have a weapon on my side or something like that. I think, like, I'm not going to be disarmed because I'm drinking a glass of wine or at dinner or something, you know? That's the other thing about it. This, I mean, I understand you don't want alcohol and guns don't mix. Absolutely, I get that. If you're going to go hammer drinks at a bar, leave it at home, you know? But, like, if you're out and you decide to have a glass of wine, you can have in my opinion, you can have a glass of wine, you know? And still be very reliable because, hell, that's not even, my name even register on a breathalyzer. You know what I mean?
As long as you're being responsible, man, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
exactly.
You just have to be responsible and use what we always talk about on this podcast, which is common sense.
Moderation and responsibility.
Yeah,
Right.
everything results back to common sense.
I do have a side note I want to ask you about this, guys. We didn't cover in the pre-podcast meeting, but what do you think about constitutional carry? Maybe think about that, Rod and Ed, because where you talk about people being responsible, they've been in these schools, they've done everything they need to do to carry these concealed weapons. But what about constitutional carry, where everybody can just
open carry?
No, constitutional carry. Everybody just carry a concealed weapon.
Oh, well, that's a that means
for the good guys it's okay. For the bad guys,
Right.
it's ain't.
Well, of course, there are guidelines. I'm sure will be to that. If you're a felon, all things that's play right now. If you
Right,
can't
right.
possess a gun now, you can't possess it under constitutional carry.
right. Right. You have to add a little more to that, but no, I'm fine with anybody carrying a gun who's of mental capacity, of age, and all that is fine, and hopefully has the proper training. The problem with that is a lot of people can just throw a gun in their waistband and not have the proper training.
That's where I'm on the fence about it. Yeah, you
Right.
got these guys with good intentions, and everything goes back to muscle memory, back to your training. When
Right.
something hits the fan, you act with muscle memory and fall back on training. If you don't have that,
Right.
you
It's a depreciating skill. If you don't continue to hone it and continue to work it and continue to use it, it goes away. No different than lifting weights. If you don't lift weights, your muscles atrophy. If you don't keep shooting a gun, it's going to go. Your skill level is going to go down. But yeah, that's my problem with it. Slow is the only thing is, you start saying that, then anybody. I mean, there's that with or without training, with or without background checks. I mean, that's why the carry conceal permit I think is a great thing, because it does check those boxes, right? You get the background check, you get the criminal background check. You have to have the training.
I'd like to see all your training like that be tax deductible, though. If you're going to go get concealed carry, you got to pay for the class, you got to pay for concealed carry. All that should be tax deductible.
Yeah. I agree. It should be.
Yeah.
But then again, the one that's doing that is the one that's paying the taxes. Most of them don't pay taxes, and that's where the problem is.
Yeah. And whenever you have that thing where everyone can do something, I'm usually not for it, because everyone shouldn't be doing everything. Because some people don't have the mental capacity to carry a gun, to use a gun, to have the decision-making process, when to shoot, not to shoot, when to use it. Is this person going to use it when they're having an argument over a parking space? Like we know it's a last resort. We know it's a life and death situation. We know it's to protect ourselves or a third party. We know that.
Yeah.
Do the people, if we had an open, as you call it, constitutional carry, do they know that?
That's a really good point. Do they know that? Because, like you said, if you get in a dispute over a parking space, what's this guy going to do? Whip out his gun and start blasting?
I don't. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I tend.
Yeah, I think there's some type of training needs to be attached to concealed carry.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, since trade off what you just said, open carry. So I have a little different look at open carry, because the concealed carry person's one thing, you don't know they have it, but open carry, at least you have a heads up that the person does have the weapon, as far as a police officer or a store clerk or somebody. So that would be even a different situation to me than concealed carry by everybody. Like open carry, like there's states now that have open carry, right? Where you just stick it in your waistband, you can be walking down the street and there's nothing. And there's other states that don't have that. So that's the rub there. The open carry for me, with the person who doesn't have any training or anything like that, I'd rather have that just so the guy's got the gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For officers and for emergency personnel, maybe store clerks, because if you see a sign that says no guns allowed and the guy walks in with a gun open, right, you can tell him, sir, you got to go back, or you can call the proper people. So the open carry is a little bit different for me than the concealed carry for everybody, open carry for everybody. Because that's more of a right to bear arms, and so forth. I get that, but also with open carry, I think you got to be prepared to be questioned by an officer. You know, do you have is there a law like it? If you're a felon, you can't be open carrying. So you get into that thing too. Do we stop everybody who's open carrying and check their credentials? I don't know, because that'd be a lot.
I don't even think we'd have probable cause unless they're in or reasonable suspicion, unless they're in some questionable area.
Right.
Yeah.
So they could be felons,
Yeah, you just don't
open
know.
carrying,
Yeah.
if you don't know
Yeah.
they're a felon.
Right.
So I don't know.
You know,
The-
there's
the
also
concealed-
another law, and I don't know the element. I can't remember the elements of it, but it's going in armed in a terror of the public in North Carolina.
All right.
I don't know if it's just because of rifles or what. I don't know if it would Hound Dog, do you guys know, does it apply to handguns and knives and things of that nature?
I
as
think
well?
armed to the terror of the public is when you're using it in a way to terrorize the public.
Yeah.
Then
Whether
that's
it's whether it's a pistol or firearm, a pistol or rifle, shotgun, bazooka, or whatever.
Am I right? Just if
Yeah,
you're
well-
using it in the wrong way, that's
Well,
going
now-
armed to the terror of the public, not just carrying it.
I charged it one time before down off Linwood Road, which is neither a good area or a bad area, and the guy had his actually an old rifle, but we got like 3 or 4 calls on him. He's walking up and down the road with, and elderly area, and there's calling on him, and then they talked to them. They were a little legitimately scared, worried for the life of this guy out there with that gun, and the magistrate gave me a warrant for going armed and terror of the public.
Yeah.
Well, don't get me started on magistrates.
Well, I think in that case, Slow, it was a good deal. It was a good charge.
Yeah, but I can't remember the elements. That's so long ago.
But I would question the guy. Is the guy walking down the street with a rifle in his hand? You're allowed to do that, right?
Yeah, you can carry a rifle.
Like you can have carry in your trunk, go to the range. You can have. I mean, so why were they terrified? And is that enough to get the guy charged with something just because he's walking down the street with one of his rifles?
Was able to charge him. I can't remember if everyone went to court or not, or how that turned out then. But
And what was his actions with the rifle? Was he like?
no, he was one of these guys. I've got the right to carry this gun. I can carry it anywhere I want to, and it's in open, and
Kind of like during the riots when those people had those rifles walking up
Yeah.
and down the street.
He's kind of like in a military type carry. Because they march
A sling or do you have a
no,
sling
just
on?
holding it like you can't see.
Oh,
Just holding
okay.
it like this here in front of him. But
Oh, I gotcha.
I can't remember. But anyway, just throwing that out there. There is another charge.
There's a lot of
charge
facets.
like that out there.
That's why I think, just to put a bow on this part, the CCW that you go and the permit is just checks a lot of these boxes. The mental health, the criminal background check, the training, it checks a lot of boxes, folks. So the CCW, if someone has a CCW and they're allowed to carry, you could pretty much be pretty comfortable that they know a lot more than the novice person out there, and that they're okay to carry the gun in most cases. That's why the gun-free zone doesn't make sense for a person who has a CCW, just like it doesn't make sense for an off-duty officer who's carrying to not be able to carry in those zones. It's the
So I
same.
tell people,
It's the same.
Carry,
thing, right?
carry anyway. They're not going to know it, like I say, unless you need. And it's better to be tried by 12 than carried to 6.
That's right.
That's very true.
That's
very
right.
true. I agree.
All right, so that was all right. So listen now, that's serious. That's information for our viewers, right? Now we want to just maybe break the ice a little bit with this corpse impregnating a woman
Yeah.
riding a
Man.
stiffy. What happened?
All right.
What?
So I was cruising through good old Fox News.
I just say, where are you looking to find this type stuff, man?
Fox News, man. It's on.
Well, it's
Fox
got to be true. If
News.
it's on Fox, it's true.
Yeah,
It's true. It's got a
But,
conservative lean to it too. Was it leaning?
maybe.
Maybe propped up,
Pulled to the right a little.
But this
I'm sorry.
lady-
God.
This lady, I got my iPad out.
Hey, she's not a lady.
Well, this chick
Jay-
right here,
She identifies as one.
her,
Oh, okay.
not a bad looking girl.
She's a cute little thing. Yeah.
So the headline was
Hey, she has looks that's deadly.
the headline
Looks
says
that kill.
pregnant by a cadaver, college student faces lengthy prison sentence after getting impregnated by a stiff. I swear that's what it said.
Wait, isn't that way all women get impregnated?
I thought.
And isn't it by a stiffy? The stiff had a stiffy, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, and
Okay, okay.
man, this article goes into detail. how she got caught, what she was doing.
Let's hear it.
And-
What's some of the stuff? What happened? Was she just?
All right.
Was she college? Was it a morgue in a college? What was it?
So this girl, Megan Paulson is her name, of Fillmore, California, was attending.
Yeah, that'd be California.
Yeah, California State University, Channel Islands. When she was arrested, and I can't read this without laughing.
Hey, the thing about it is, you gotta say, "Hey, what you do after work?" I'm gonna go have a cold one.
She did. She did.
She sure did.
And she was known around campus as just a happy-go-lucky girl.
I bet,
They got along with everybody,
including the
Even the
dead.
dead, yeah.
even the dead. But they got out that she was pregnant, but she wasn't actually seen a person with a pulse, I guess, so to speak.
She wasn't dating anybody,
No,
right?
she wasn't dating anyone.
So it wasn't a serious relationship. Wasn't long term.
Well, for her,
Well, but
maybe
three-
not for the
Yeah,
dead
but
guy.
they buried him at 3 days, so it wasn't a long term, 3 day relationship.
Yeah. Okay, so she was she had access to the cadaver room at the college because she's thought about pursuing a career in medicine, medical career. Didn't know if she wanted to be a doctor or a nurse, but she knew that she wanted to be in the medical field.
Or the medical field in her. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So oh my goodness.
This is gonna go downhill. Go ahead.
That's too
Yeah,
late.
it is.
It's too late.
It's way too late for that. So
So how'd she get caught? Go to the
all
part
right,
where
this is-
somebody
this is a
caught
good
her.
part. This is
Okay,
a
I
good
want to hear
part.
this.
All right. So one night, a school maintenance worker was walking the halls.
It's
on his
always
way-
the maintenance guy. Those
It's
poor
always-
maintenance guys. They always walk in on shit. They always walk in on shit. Go ahead.
He says walking down the halls, check the cadaver refrigerator system, make sure that it was the accurate temperatures
Functioning.
should be to
I imagine it got kind of hot in there.
preserve the dead. But they noticed that there was a high temperature rating in the
there you go.
cadaver room.
You called it, Slow. You called it.
So the maintenance worker opened the door, and the shock of his life occurred. This is what he says, and I quote: "I saw a young woman straddling a man on a gurney. She was riding him like a bull. She must have orgasmed because she started shaking and screaming. Then she saw me and quickly dismounted and turned out to be a dead body, and the man not alive."
Well, most
She
dead
said-
bodies aren't alive.
That's the dead body. Yeah, yeah.
She took off. She took off, and there was there's this dead guy with a massive boner laying on the gurney.
Okay,
there you go.
I have questions.
Okay.
Okay, I have questions, and I want you to explain it to me. I don't want you just to brush it off.
Okay.
How did she get the dead stiffy guy to have an enormous boner? And go.
I'm
Red
glad you're
Morris.
at. You've been a cop for 30 years. You know what that is.
Well, I was EMS before then, so yeah.
All right, so I'm glad you asked that, Rod. Here's
Thank
the deal. Here's what it was. Well, let me go back. She admitted to having sex with some of the men and women that were stored on campus. So this is not the first time for her. She's been doing it for a while.
Wow.
And
Kind of horn around the morgue. Golly.
okay.
Hey,
So
what's that one
when-
movie? What little kid says, "I see dead people." So does she.
Oh yeah.
She sees him every night.
Okay, so when asked how the bodies got an erection, she finally said, "An electrical charge sent through the sphincter will cause the penis to become erect. Then it starts to go soft. Another shot."
She
How would she know
she stuck an electrode up a stiffy's ass and just started
Yes.
fucking zapping him.
Yes,
And he got it.
and every time it went south, she zapped him again, and right back up north it went.
So like this.
All right, I know you two boys still got your tasers. Don't be trying it. You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys got your tasers still, so don't be trying that at home.
I got a plug right here.
So get this. There's more. It's like it's,
Okay, let me ask the question I think you're going to answer next. Can I ask?
all right.
Can I ask?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now that we know how she got him to get a stiffy, how did he produce and or fire off a round in order to impregnate her? Go.
You know, that's a good question.
Do you have the answer?
I do.
Wow, they got really detailed in this article.
Yeah, they did. They did. The same way that he got the massive boner as the
By electrocution.
electric shock in strategically placed locations caused post-mortem ejaculation, resulting in her pregnancy.
He's firing off dead rounds? Holy shit.
All right, guys. I think we've gone way down the rabbit hole here. We need a timeout. Hang on. All right, we're back.
Okay, so she went on to say, Megan went on to say that one of the dead men, maybe not the one that she got caught with, but maybe another one, through DNA test, was able to say that one of the dead guys got her pregnant, and she is facing 22 years in prison for her actions.
They did
And that's crazy.
a
talk.
DNA test
Yes.
on the dead guys, and they found the one
Yes.
that's the father of her child.
From what I understand, yeah.
Holy shit.
So there's more than one, I guess.
Yeah, but there's only one winner.
She just got
There's only
caught.
one winner.
You're right.
Holy shit.
Man, can you imagine?
That's crazy, man.
How do you grow up? What do you tell a little guy or girl? Yeah, your dad was
You
a
get a
cold-hearted
tombstone, there lays
bastard.
your daddy. And the kid
Your
starts
dad was
doing math. Wait a minute. I'm in second grade doing math, Mom. I was born. He was dead before.
Yeah,
You're
kid. Your dad was a cold-hearted bastard, wasn't he?
And
That is disgusting.
What I want to know, what I would
That's
like to
twisted
know is,
that's twisted as fuck. man.
Where's that out in
One.
case when you die?
one, how does she know that this would happen? How
Right.
does she know that a well-placed electrode?
Oh, that story's going to come out. They'll be like next week news. Yeah, I dated her. And I was drunk one night and woke up. The electric shot in my butt.
But and man, that woman is sick. She is
All kidding
sick.
aside, that's one twisted chick. She's got live men all over the damn place,
Oh yeah,
and she
she's
goes
not
to the
like,
morgue.
Like we said, she's not a bad-looking woman. I'm sure she could have got, whoever she wanted, but she wanted old dead dude.
And dead girls. Like she goes
dead
either
girls,
way,
yeah.
so she's
Yeah.
she's non-binary or what? I don't know the term. She whatever.
Man,
Yeah,
what would
but,
that be? So that's a new word, Rod.
she-
If you are alive and you have got the hots for a dead person,
Yeah, what's it called? Nephrophiliac?
without being no gender preference. You just
Yeah.
like dead. You like corpses,
so
man or
what's it
woman.
called?
What if she started out with roadkill? It'd be like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Do you think roadkill works the same way? A little electrode up a possum's ass, and he's gonna fly a little boner. Boing. Think that? I don't know.
So I'm curious what psychology things she would be under, or not psychology, but what gender or how does she identify?
What she would be labeled as is non-binary, a lesbian, this, whatever. Yeah, I have
Somebody
no
likes
idea.
dead people.
I have
that's
no
kinda
idea.
crazy.
Because a live person who likes live people, either sex is just bisexual, right? So
Yeah.
she would be
Dead sex.
bisexual necrophiliac. I don't know. Is that
Oh, yeah.
necrophiliac? That's the word, right? Dead people,
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
so.
something like
That's,
that.
man,
Wow. She's pregnant. So what do you, dude? Wow. Think she'll take the guy to court, try to get alimony? I mean, what? Child support?
I bet he don't show up.
I bet they know where to find him though. He ain't running far. She might go after his estate. Who knows? But then again, they could charge her with rape, right? Sexual
yeah.
assault and rape.
Wanna-
Corpses have rights. Am I right? They should.
Sexual,
the-
sexual
yeah,
assault on the corpse.
Was that what it is, or just?
I don't know.
There's a charge for there's a charge for doing something to dead people.
Yeah, necrophilia. Well, what's it called?
The thing about it is, it's kind of like if you shoot somebody 20 times, you shoot him first time in the head, he's dead.
Right.
Shooting him 5 more times in the chest, that ain't nothing because he's already dead.
Yeah, it's just overkill. Yeah. I forget what it's called. What's it called, Hound? You look it up.
Yeah, no, I didn't look it up. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't look it up. What's that called? I forget, but yeah, that there's a word for it. But wow, that's crazy.
So if anybody wants to go and read the article, I found it on Fox News website, but you can go to kvta4.com. I guess that's a local news thing out in California. You can pull it up there.
Wow.
Well, I just checked to see there's a name for that. Somebody like dead men and dead women sexually. And one of the things is, really, does there have to be a term for every suitable differences of sexuality? So, I guess not. I'm sorry.
Boy, they called you out, didn't they?
well, let me tell you something. The LGBTQ started out there, and now it's like LGBTQ this, that, plus.
That D to it. Be dead.
It's about this freaking long now, you know.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're adding.
That didn't take that long.
That didn't take long.
Oh, man.
Wow. Well, listen, we need to have an update on that one probably down the road. I wonder how that's going to go.
Well, speaking of updates, you know, I'm going to record for. Speaking for all three of us, you know, when we're wrong, we'll admit it. If we put out there, we don't want to put out there fake news, and if it turns out to be, you know, we're pushing what we think might be fake news, you know, we're man enough to admit we're wrong, and we're wrong on something we talked about on a prior podcast.
We are.
That's back when we had.
I don't like hearing I'm wrong, so I need to hear this. What are we wrong about?
Well, Jerry Millwood, the Bigfoot hunter, he's on the podcast. And then when we looked it up, we talked about that at a prior podcast. Where
the cryptozoologist, Jerry Millwood.
Yeah, where the lady goes out, she's camping with her girlfriends, and comes back pregnant by Bigfoot. At least that's what she tells her husband. Yeah, we're all like, you know, come on, you know, get a better than that. And then he's buying it because he'd like to meet up Bigfoot and have words with him. Evidently, my friend, we were wrong. And, yeah, we said we was going to find out what happened. Yeah, if she has that baby, we'll know for sure.
Sure.
Oh, my goodness. Look at there.
Whoa.
so we retract our story about her lying about it. So
we stand corrected.
Hey, Steve, pull over to the left a little bit more because your ring light blocked a lot of it. There you go, right there. Ain't that the cutest little thing you ever seen?
He's a good look at that little guy. Twigs and berries, huh?
Is it
it's little feet.
Wow.
Okay,
Man.
so we stand corrected.
Yeah,
So unless the father looks like that, is he a hairy looking?
He
little
is hairy
bastard
old
too?
fella. He looked like he's from Gastonia, one of the
Yeah.
west side of
we need
Gastonia.
Maybe we need a DNA test. Can we find? Well, it's gonna be hard to do. We can't find a Bigfoot to do one on. So,
True.
but we could get one on the dad and really make him not the father. You know, we could
I'm
really
telling you,
figure
I
it
don't
out.
want to go down that rabbit hole, but there is possible Bigfoot DNA, Sasquatch DNA. There's another rabbit hole for another show.
Is that
Yeah,
the
we
one
talked
they
about
found in the?
before.
Is that the one they found in the river? A couple
Yeah,
times?
they done
yeah, I
DNA
remember
testings from the water because everything in that mountain goes to the stream, pees, poops, drinks from it, and they found an unknown primate DNA, not monkey, not man, in the water.
Right, yeah. For another day, but yeah, I got you. Wow.
You know
Okay.
what? On that, I think I get Megan Paulson on that. I think she probably needs something to do while she's in prison.
Make it Paulson. Yeah.
She'll
got
get
a lot
on.
of
She'll
time.
get right on it.
She gets right on him, all right.
Yeah.
My goodness. Wow. All right. Well, listen. So there you go. We stand corrected. You know, it looks like the first I don't know, Bigfoot human interaction has been documented, and we saw a picture of it. So
the lady wasn't lying. So
yeah. Okay.
I bet
Congratulations
Bigfoot
to
had
the
to be
happy
drunk
couple.
though. She wasn't much of a looker. Bigfoot had to be drunk. She probably got him drunk.
It happens.
Stuck a probe in his butt.
But, you know,
might have had
Probably
electric
knows this
probe.
other girl.
He might have had electric probe. Yeah, it might have been probed. Yeah.
all bullshit aside, we would like to congratulate the happy couple.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you know what? A new life is a new life.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yep. And this is new ground that's been plowed, so to speak. You know?
Boy, there's a lot of plowing going on.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Bigfoots and stiffies.
Well, I'm so glad
and,
our
my
podcast is marked not for kids.
God. Well, and you know what? But this is just news out there in the world. We're not making this up.
yeah.
We're just
Oh
bringing
no,
it to
it's
people's
coming to
attention.
us. We don't go to it; it comes to us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Hey, on a lighter note, I did see some Gastonia PD news. Everybody knows Hound Dog and I from Gastonia. Rod Nader from Charlotte Mech, right across the river. But looked at a post earlier today, and it said really old G's has driven these, and these were the Crown Vic black and whites with the very first
The bubblegum
bar. No, for the bar light, the very first bar light come in.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm thinking, man, that's not OG. OG
No.
had the little bubble lights.
The first bar light was a Jet Sonic, I believe.
With the thing,
It was.
turning around in it, just like a light turning around.
Yeah.
And you heard
You
it.
get these-
It's right
you
above your
get-
freaking head.
Oh yeah, you get these rubber bands you can put on there and make them go around faster.
Yep.
Yeah, the old bubble.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We'd like to do a shout out to Sergeant Kevin Putnam, Sergeant Doug Carpenter, and Detective David Brogdon for their retirement this week.
Hey,
Congratulations,
nice.
guys.
They made it.
Congratulations.
They
Yeah,
made it.
man.
Nice.
Yeah, going-
Way to go.
Retirement is the best job they've ever had.
Best job we ever had. Exactly
So
right.
far.
Exactly right.
Well, no.
Yep.
Beach Patrol's pretty cool, too.
We haven't taken a job in the morgue yet. You know.
Hey, soon enough. That's going to happen soon enough.
All right. Anyway, okay. Serious note. Want to move on?
I got a question. You just said
Go
that,
ahead.
Rod. Hadn't taken a job. If she worked in the morgue and got impregnated, would that not be larceny by employee?
Larceny by employee.
That's a good point.
That's a good
That's
point.
a felony, just in itself.
Yeah, it is a felony.
Because if you're in charge of the area and you steal from it,
Yeah.
that's a felony. So
Yep.
stack them high because she doesn't need to be out running around. There's something wrong with her. She probably needs to be in a hospital more than a damn prison. But I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Man, that's crazy.
I wonder what the proud parents are going to think when little guy comes along. A little girl. Wow. What do you get? Jesus. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on. I want to talk
Hey,
a little bit about if we're good.
Yeah,
Go
one
ahead.
more quick thing about some police stuff right quick, if I may. Everybody knows about Lieutenant Bruce Moore. I think it's Clay County Sheriff's Office. Isn't it Clay County?
I'm
Talked
not
to him the
sure.
other day, and I'm going to probably around this spring. I'm going to go up there and do a ride along one night.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, go up there and see how them mountain deputies police.
Ooh.
All right,
They
that's what I
probably
got.
do things a little bit different than we did. in
Well,
the
he
city.
says kind of like he says, not like Gastonia, man. It's real rural and and a little more laid back. Get some rough calls from now and then, but it's not like call to call to call to call.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
I just really want to go up there and see old Brucey, so what he's up to.
Yeah,
you go.
exactly. I like to see old
Perfect.
Bruce. He's a good dude. You know what? Speaking of Bruce, right quick, he and I were in the jail one time with, I think we arrested a couple of people, and he asked me, he said, what year did you start policing? And I told him 1986. He said, I was 2 years old. When you started. It was either 2 or 3, but he was
that's
young.
That's funny.
And now he's the old guy on his job.
Oh, yeah.
So
Which means we're even older than that.
true.
Yeah.
True.
That's the one thing, man. It just wow. You remember when you were on I don't know, when I first got on, I remember when I would check people's IDs and I'd always notice how everybody's ID, they were older than me. Like when I first started, I'd check an ID, white male, 32 years old. I'd look at his date of birth and it was always like 50 something or 58 or 60. Then all of a sudden I start seeing birth dates as you go on. Everybody's younger than you. You're the old guy.
Yeah.
Born in 2000. I'm like, 2000. Good Lord. Born in 68. You know what I'm saying? Like that slow change, and it's like, man, literally. But anyway,
That's why we're living forever, because we stay pickled.
we do. We do. And
Yep.
there's always hope, guys, because even when we're dead, we can get some ass. Just ask that girl in
Evidently.
California. Yes,
Evidently.
sir. Maybe we could write that in the will, Hey, I'm up for the probe thing. The electric probe.
Can
Count me
somebody
in.
get Megan to come over?
Exactly. Pay for a visit, So speaking of, okay, we'll go from dead people. How about we go to robots? You want to do that?
Yeah, let's go to robots.
All right. So once again, in California, the first everybody's
Go
heard
figure,
AI.
yeah.
Everybody heard AI, right? The artificial intelligence that's taking over. Things that'll be doing our jobs, giving you hamburgers at McDonald's.
And actually, there's a worldwide movement to limit the artificial intelligence because they're afraid of that very thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the World Conference. What are they just got through doing? That was one of the topics that came up. They talked about.
I saw iRobot. I know what can happen. Will Smith.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a good movie.
no,
iRobot.
that's a good movie.
If they go bananas, man, what are you gonna do? You know, if they know everything, you know, and they have no feelings and they have no. Anyway, California
Sounds
though,
like us. We know
Yeah.
everything. We don't have any feelings.
we have no feelings. We don't care. The world's first totally autonomous artificial intelligence powered eatery is now operating in Pasadena, California. So the restaurant is called Cali Express. It offers customers burgers, fries. It's going to be opening, just open up in December. It's just got these robots type things like you ever see the robot arms that kind of like on an assembly line do this? Mm-hmm. That's what's like serving you. Everything is digital and done through that, and there's no humans working at this
So
shop.
these are robotic arms, not like robot.
Well,
walking around.
they're like not like a 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head. May I take your order? Shit, but just everything's AI generated with like an arm doing this. And I saw a couple pictures, but they don't have many pictures on it. I just read the article. But like they have a fry station, they have the burger station where these mechanical things work and make the food, and so forth. And it's just, to me, what I always think about too is, you know, RoboCop, right?
Right.
Remember the movie RoboCop?
Oh,
And I
yeah,
was
that's a good
thinking-
movie too. Yeah.
That's a great
Yeah,
movie.
and I was thinking, you know, because everything that we say, oh, that'll never happen, always happens, you know, and we're just heading that way. So you absolutely know that there's going to be AI and robotic. I mean, hell, we have robotic bomb equipment, right? That we send in to defuse bombs, right?
Yep. Yep.
I saw a couple of things. I'm a news guy, so I saw a couple of things where they actually have, you know, robots like look like iRobot robots. You know what I'm saying? Walking around, doing minor things, turning, can squat, bend over, pick something up, can grab something off a shelf, like, you know, that type of thing. So they're heading in that direction. And I wonder if there ever dare robot soldiers, right? We don't have to lose any more soldiers in battle. They could fight for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Think
against us.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Or
See,
against
that's,
us. Yeah.
that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this? It's coming. It looks like there's nothing going to stop it. And the other thing, there's 2 facets. I just want to throw one more thing out there and give me your thoughts. So if we're having robots doing all these different jobs, then there's less jobs for the humans to do. What do human beings do to make a living and to continue to be able to provide for their families if you don't have to pay a robot a salary, right? You just got to plug them up or charge his battery, right? So if just like these self-checkouts, that's basically robotic, right?
Yeah.
There's no human. You're just scanning shit,
Well-
and it's all done right there in front of you. So you don't need a cashier already. But this looks like it's taking it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I tell you
Yes,
what, there's a restaurant in Myrtle Beach. I think it's a Mexican place. It has robot servers. You go in, you place your order, you go sit down. Then when your food's ready, a robot will bring your food to your table.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does it roll out? Does it walk out? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. I heard about it and I saw it on TV down here.
I don't know if I trust it.
Yeah.
Is it,
But
you want mayonnaise? No, thank you.
Well,
I don't know
that's
where the
the-
dispenser's going to come from.
That's true. But you know, it's weird. Like that goes right along with what you're talking about, Rod. You know, and that's just one place here in Myrtle Beach. You can go get served by a damn robot.
You know, it sounds like the intelligence is already there. They're just trying to work on the mechanics of it to get it to function, move,
Yeah.
and being like a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This article goes into a little bit more about it. It says that in February 2020, it was reported that there was they invented a burger flipping robot. Would actually make the burger, cook it, flip it, and put it on a bun and everything like that. And it only costs $3 an hour to run that thing. So a lot cheaper than the $20 an hour that they just
yeah.
passed in California for minimum wage. So what stops it from just, you know, they're going to listen. Here's newsflash. Everybody knows businesses are going to go and take the cheapest way out to save overhead, right? And make profits. That's what they're going to do. And also to pass along the cheaper costs to people, right? So what do? They're going to have to axe the human side that needs
But-
money, you know.
With that
Right.
being said, Rod, I wonder if how much it would startup would be to purchase these robots to take the place of a human.
And I wonder this too, though: will there be incentives? Hey, you can get a really low interest. Yeah, no, low interest loan, right? If you're going to employ AI robots instead of humans to go along with the like they do with the Green New Deal, buy an electric fucking car and you can do this, or put a solar panel on your ass and you can do that. The same if they give you incentive to move along with it, right?
Right.
So small businesses then get a better loan to start a business using AI, robotic shit, right? True. To promote it and to push it. That's a very good point. They also said here in the article, just to finish up, guys, Chipotle reportedly began trying out AI robot called Chippy, Chippy, that is apparently able to make tortilla chips. You guys are slow. I expect some fucking comeback with that. You know, like you're gonna Chippy's making tortilla chips.
Chips.
Thank you.
Well, we're 51 minutes to the podcast. We're tired.
Yeah.
We work 1 hour a week,
Oh yeah. So I just it's crazy, the technology coming, and it's less and less, and you think about one thing. Wow, robots can do a lot of the work that humans don't have to do it. That's great, but isn't it just us getting lazy again? I don't know. Like they're just wanting. What are we gonna do? Sit back and do nothing? Like, is that the goal? Like to sit back and do nothing?
I don't know. How's that work out, Hound Dog?
I do nothing on the off season.
What did Hound Dog do?
On off season, you're on off season. I don't do anything. I do have an application in somewhere, but it's yet to be heard from. But hey, man, I work on the beach. It's hot and as hell on the beach in the summertime.
Dude, you deserve work or don't work. You did your time. You're good, brother. Do whatever you gotta do.
It's hot. It's hot on the beach. Damn it.
Yeah, rough job.
Oh, I got one more here. What does it say here?
Ma'am, I'm sorry. You got to put your bikini top back on. I'm sorry, but you have to put your bikini back on, ma'am.
Oh, another place, a nail place, is using this technology to do manicures.
What?
That's pretty heavy duty. The shit with your nails, the women get with your nails.
And why is it something most women do called manicure?
Should be femicure. Womacure. Or pain in the ass cure. No, I'm kidding. It shouldn't be manicure because it is definitely women. And the pedicure is the feet. That's like pedicure. No, it should be.
I don't get it.
Footicure? I don't know. Anyway, so it's coming, guys. It's out here. I got a picture of it here, of the nail being. Can you guys see that? See the machine, lady's fingernails in the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The thing I would think though is, if you're getting a manicure, which I haven't, but like if someone's working on your nails and they hit something that hurts and you pull away, that thing looks like her finger's like banded down, and if it hits the wrong thing, you can't pull away, and the damn thing will probably just keep manicuring your ass while you're screaming. I don't know, because it doesn't have a safety button on it. You could hit emergency stop. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do not know. So anyway, AI is coming, and it's going to be everywhere. Like I say, self-checkout already, and it looks like it's going to the fast food places. And you know what doesn't help too? When they start mandating federal minimum wage, telling Hound Dog or Slow how much you need to pay your employees. Once you start doing that,
it makes no sense. People can't realize. It's like you said, you're paying $5 for a burger now. If I got to start paying employees $20, guess what? It's not coming out of my pocket. I'm going to push it on to the consumer.
They always do. Yeah. Or they get rid. You have 10 employees. You got to pay them $20 an hour now. So you fire 2 because you got to you got to pay their salary towards the other guys because you're not going to take the hit in your bottom line. It's going to get passed along somewhere.
People are idiots. They're idiots.
It's because the people making these laws never owned a fucking business in their life. They don't know what they're doing. And people, let me say, $20 an hour, if you have a family, is tough to live on too. Like $20, like it's not like they're just throwing crumbs at them. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be working for $20 an hour if you got a family of 3, of 5 people in your family or 6 people in your family. You probably need to do something else, or get a second, whatever. But mandating a minimum wage just puts businesses out of business or makes them change, raise their prices or lower their employees or how many they employ.
And I don't to sound wrong or cold. Yeah, but there's some people who are just
cold.
Yeah, some people are just they're
Rim shot.
Seriously,
destined
rim
to
shot.
they're destined to flip burgers. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to school.
Yeah.
They're they don't want to further education. They don't want to get the education. They don't want to do anything to they don't go out there and be incentive and start your own business. Some people are just destined to flip burgers, and if you're flipping burgers, then you live your lifestyle of a burger flipper.
Oh yeah.
See, I tell you what, I got a quick story about that. I like to go buy scratch-off lottery tickets from time to time, and if I hadn't bought one in a while, I'll spend up on the scratch-offs. I went to the store a couple of weeks ago, and I bought a $50 scratch-off.
Yeah, high rolling.
And, well, I set a budget when I go to buy, if it's one scratch-off ticket or 10 or whatever. I set a budget, and I don't go above that budget. Mm-hmm. So I go to the store, and I say, I want this number 12 scratch-off. It's $50. And when the clerk looked at which one it was, she got pissed off. She got mad at me for wanting to buy a 50. She said, I don't like selling those.
Why?
I said,
Did she tell you why?
Yeah, I said, why? She said, it takes me 5 hours to make $50.
They don't buy a lottery ticket.
Oh, she was shaming you.
Yeah,
was shaming you for wasting $50 on a lot. Oh, I didn't know why she wasn't wanting you to buy lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Because she has to work 5 hours to make
Oh,
$50.
so that's funny. She said, you get $10 for doing this? $10 now we're doing this? Really?
Yeah.
But I was, I was like, well, and she just sat there and looked at me like real disgusted, like, and I'm thinking,
Hound dog, everybody looks at you that way. I'm sorry, you just hadn't noticed it.
Nothing normal. Okay.
No, this
So
What did you say? Did you say anything to her? Or
So
were
I
you
said-
polite as usual?
No. I said, so are you going to sell it to me, or do I need to go somewhere else? Because I'm going to buy this ticket today, whether I buy it here or buy it somewhere else. So what are you going to do? And she had just still gave me this disgusted look, went over there and ripped the damn thing off and scanned it, and she said, that's $50. And I said, okay, thank you. So I went outside and scratched it off. I won $200 on that $50 ticket.
Oh, wow.
No shit.
No shit.
And I hope you walked right back in there and handed it to her.
I didn't. I couldn't bring myself to do that.
Oh, yeah,
my
I
God, that
would
would
have.
have been that would have been
could not.
fucking awesome, dude.
I could not bring
Yeah.
myself to do that.
$200. I won
$200
$100
for
one
50.
time.
Nice.
It's most every one.
That is awesome.
That's
But,
funny. She was. If looks could kill, boy, I would have been dead that day.
Damn. Now there wouldn't be bad having an AI person there, because AI robot just sell you the ticket without giving her a fucking opinion, you know?
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah. There you go. Good luck, sir. Hope
Would
you
you
win.
like another? Would you like another?
Exactly. And then I also think again about the RoboCop thing. If it ever gets to that point, and as officers, it's one of those things, guys. It's going to be black and white, right? Guilty or
Yep.
not guilty, yes or no, up or down. It's not going to be any discretion, and that's the problem that I see coming with these things. You know, I don't know if you can build in discretion into their way of their computing, but discretion is a huge part of our jobs, guys. Right?
It
you know,
is.
Yeah, I was listening on the news about the artificial intelligence, how they are learning. They're doing artificial intelligence on something, on some type of computer, and it was learning to read people's feelings. They wasn't programmed to do that.
Oh, really?
It was learning. Yeah, and they thought that was a plus because if it's reading your feelings and you're down, then it could sell you something for that, or make these decisions
Give you a
itself.
little zap. Give you a little zap. Yeah.
And guys, I'm sorry, man. I let you guys down earlier with the buttons, but I got to get them in here. Only an hour late.
No. Right on cue. I have some news from Buffalo Trace.
Oh,
Oh,
good deal.
okay. Nice.
All right, so that's right on cue. Good job, Slow. So
Nice segue.
Buffalo Trace has come out with yet another unobtainable bottle of liquor. The reason I say unobtainable is because it's under Weller line, called Daniel Weller. Daniel Weller. It's off their wheated recipe.
Right.
And
Now, all the
if you
Wellers
wanna-
are weeded, right?
Yeah. If you wonder who in the world is Daniel Weller, well, let me tell you. You know William
Please,
LaRue
would you
Weller?
tell us?
William LaRue Weller. You seen that the bottle named after the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel is William's great grandfather who fought in the Revolutionary War.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
So
shit.
this goes way back.
Way back, yeah.
Yep.
Way back.
They have Buffalo Trace in, I want to say late 2023 or the third quarter, I would say, of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
They came out with the this bourbon. It's like I said, it's a wheated bourbon along the Elmer T. Lee kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
It is aged for about 12 years. It's 94 proof. Let's see if I can. Here's a picture of the bottle. So it's not like your typical Weller bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's gonna be pricey.
Yeah, it's a cool looking bottle.
From what I can gather, the MSRP on it is $150 or so.
Wow.
That's a suggested MSRP.
Yeah.
And looking it up, they average around $3,000 to $4,000 a bottle
Damn.
What, secondhand market or just in?
on the secondhand market. Yeah, like on the bourbon or the alcohol sales website.
Do you know why they charge that price? Because people's paying it.
Because people will pay
guess.
it. Yeah, you're
Not
right.
this guy. Fuck.
Somebody
crazy?
Somebody wants to be the first one of their group of friends that says, "Hey, I got a Daniel Weller."
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
and
that's
there's
why
people
they-
out
that's
there
why
can
they-
afford it too. God bless them. Because
Yeah,
they
More
had
power to
incentive
you.
to go out there and make money.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
for them.
More power to you.
But yet, that adds on to the. I'll give you a quick list of all the Weller products. It's Weller Antique, Weller Full Proof, Weller Special Reserve, Weller 12-year, Weller Create Your Perfect Bourbon, CYPB. I think Slow Ride has a
Got a
all
bottle of that white label, yeah.
Yep, and
I think it's white and
Weather-
gold. I think.
Weller Single Barrel and William LaRue Weller. So that's one more to add to the Weller list.
Well,
The non-attainable liquor.
The non-obtainable liquor.
But you know what you can obtain? Boone's Bourbon.
You
Drink
can
bourbon.
buy
Boone's Bourbon. It's very
Buy
affordable
Boone's.
and it's excellent, man.
It's right there. Buy Boone's
It got like a rating
there.
of 9
Yeah, man. It's a,
that we gave it. We actually went to their
Yeah.
distillery and
yeah.
did the podcast there. Great people,
Absolutely.
great
Yeah.
organization.
Yeah.
And I
Boone's
think Mick,
Bourbon.
I think Mick Boone is ready to do it again. So maybe we can make that happen sometime.
Slide down there to Charleston.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan, man. If you like the show, please hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. We read our comments. Don't get a lot of them. We'd like to get, even if you don't agree with us, throw it out there, man. Give us something to talk about.
I like to
we-
hear some of the comments on the woman in the corpse.
Yeah.
Stiffy.
no wonder people are dying to
Someone's
get in
got to
there.
say something about that. Someone's got to say something about it. Or the Bigfoot baby. Come on now.
Bigfoot
Somebody
baby.
say something.
Yep.
You got to believe. Believe in people.
Oh, goodness gracious.
All right, guys. Any last shout outs?
Enjoyed it, guys. This was fun. This show was fun.
As always, let's drink about it and drink responsibly.
And of course, it's been a Studio 77 production. Guys, that was great.
And all you first responders out there, please be careful.
You had to do it, didn't you? Music's down there. We're getting off here, and you had to do it.
Had to.
Camera's it's like an electric shock.
You mean it's over? Well, shit.